T-Man 978.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Welcome to Chill Review Revisited. Here's where I go into some details that either I just found out about or, in this case, completely forgot about it. But Chad Kennedy didn't forget. Remember when I said this? This canopy opens. Now this one is designed to open. As you can see, there's actually a hinge right there. But when we go to robot mode, or transformation, I'll show you there's two little clips back there that stops this from opening. But if those clips weren't there, and you could break them if you wanted to, you could be able to open that. But, well, I forgot about it when I was going through the transformation. But Chad didn't forget. I was going to let it slide, but thinking that nobody really remembered me even saying that because nobody mentioned it, but he mentioned it in the comments. But one thing I wanted to go in first before that is I discovered if I twist these shoulders, typically this is the furthest his arms can go out. But if you twist the shoulders this way, he can actually get a further reach out sideways. If you disconnect the joint right there, you can even do even higher poses right there. But let's get to that canopy. So when I was initially playing with this guy in this car mode, I was grabbing right here and the canopy looked like it wanted to open, but I'm like, why won't it open? Up in here, let's see how good you can see this. There's some plastic tabs right there, like stopping it from opening it. Like right now, I feel like I can kind of wiggle it free. Well, let's see if I can do that without breaking it. And I'm not going to do it on camera. Well, let's let you see what I'm doing. I can almost get that tab down, but I'm scared. And I didn't go into this, but the little, here are the springs for the spring activated gun mechanism right there. But, yeah, I want to do it, but I'm scared I'm going to break it. I guess it wouldn't matter, but I don't know how it's actually going to crack, so. And the windshield is, like I said, here's the hinge right there. Here's the pin for it and everything. So maybe they changed their mind. Of course, on the cartoon and the original MP09, this whole section with the whole maroon coloring right there, all of that open, but it can't since it's on this hinge right there where it's apart. All of that is one part, even this detail back here. So yeah, it can't open up like the original MP09 or the cartoon. While I'm fooling around with it, the exhaust pipes right here are actually molded to be indented. They aren't hollow, so you can't go all the way through, but there's that. The pipes on his wrist, though, they are hollow, and you can see in there. It almost looks like this top one, I can't see it on camera, but it almost looks like it's orange or yellow plastic in there. This isn't what I wanted to show you. I can't see it with the naked eye, but the paint does seem to chip a little bit easy on his face right there. But what I wanted to show off is the line detail on his cheek that I mentioned is on MP09 but not on him. You can see that line detail on his cheeks right there. I didn't show off the detail on the bottom of his feet. I meant to do that in the review. As it turns out, this little hole right here can actually fit onto a stand. So if you have Traxxas stand, or Takara is going to start, or Takara told me is going to start selling Autobot stands, you can actually use him, put him on a stand like that, and not just that port that's on his butt. So there's an option. And you know how Hasbro loves to put those annoying tattoos on their figures? This is on the inside of Hot Rod's leg. It says Tommy made in Vietnam. And and the inside, like you never ever have to see that because it's covered. That is an excellent idea right there. I'm zoomed in too much. Here's what I mean. Here's what Hasbro likes to do. Just put it somewhere completely visible. I mean, it could have been on the inside of this cover right there, but they didn't do that. They wanted to put it somewhere completely visible where you'll see it. It's lucky they didn't put it on the back of the red part of his legs like they do Marvel Legends figures. And I think that pretty much wraps it up as far as everything I want to talk about. Only other thing I can think of to mention is if you play around with his heel spurs and whatnot and his legs are way more posable than they actually look. And this this crotch flap right here, or crotch skirt, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't hinder things as much as I thought it would, because I definitely hate crotch skirts. And I don't know what they did differently with this guy from MP09, but it just doesn't seem as unsightly as MP09's. I mean, I don't know. I think it has to do with this ab crunch, really. Because maybe if you push it back like this and then push it forward, then it does look a little bit more weird than if you pose them like this. But I mentioned that in the review. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to have a link to the real review in the description and a card. T-Man 978, out of here.